Hey everyone, Johnny Boy here, and welcome back to Rune Factory 4 Special Edition. In today's episode, we're going to defeat Ambrosia, show off a couple more skill grinding options, and get ready to tame some monsters. Which reminds me, I'm going to be taming 4 Buffamoo in the next episode, so if you want to name one of them, now's the time to do so. You'll find out why I'm taming 4 of them later. Now, on to the episode. Before this episode, I decided to grind up my short sword, long sword, spear, searching, and defense skill all the way up to level 20. That should help me out, I think, defeat Ambrosia? Well, I guess we'll find out. So, we're going to start off today's episode by actually trying to defeat her. But before we do, there's something I want to show off. You can actually stand right here and take a little damage while maybe getting put to sleep like this. This is an okay way to raise up your defense skill and your sleep resistance skill, but there's actually another way to raise your status ailment skills in a much faster and easier manner, which I'm going to be exploiting. It is a little bit slower than doing it like this. This is actually a pretty fast way to do sleep resistance, but only for a while. I find that it gets harder and harder to put you to sleep as you just stand here. But for the sake of grinding, I'll just stand here and let it happen a couple more times. Okay, let's see what our sleeping skill is at right now before we keep going. It's all the way up at level 7. That's actually pretty nice. Let's see what one hit does for us. Okay, so we just got to put to sleep, and that doesn't seem right. Let me try that again. Huh. Weird. Oh, God, I'm dumb. I was looking at the wrong sleep skill. Okay, so, let's try that again without me being dumb. Okay. So, right now, our resist sleep skill is almost about to level up, so let's see where it puts us. Oh, that's pretty nice. I had to say that's about maybe an 1/8 every time you get hit by it. Maybe a little less. But yeah, it's still pretty decent. So if you want to spend the time to just sit here and let this thing wail on you, then be my guest. I, however, want to use a different method that's a little more... It's slower, but it's more convenient at the same time. I'll show you what I mean later. This probably won't happen for a few episodes, so keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and see what I can do here. Okay, here's the hard part. I need to simultaneously keep jabbing her like this while watching out for that. The reach is pretty ridiculous. Those things will also put you to sleep. Soon she's going to call some butterfly. Oh, nope, 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 stop, please. Oh, wow, yeah, that defense was really coming in clutch. Ooh, the butterflies are purple in this one. I don't know how many people know this, but the butterflies actually change color depending on what difficulty you have it on. I believe it's red or pink for hard mode, blue for anything below that, and it looks like it's purple for hell mode, which I thought is an interesting touch, but I'll need to check up on that. Yeah, my defense skill is saving my butt right now. You can see it clearly from compared to last episode. She's only hitting me for 3 or 4 with everything. But that being said, that butterfly attack she does clings onto you multiple times, ticks you for damage, and heals her for that amount. So you don't want to get hit by it. Ow. I'm talking so much smack, it'd be embarrassing if I just died right now. Yeah, see? It's possible for her to die and then come back to life because she's regenning, like that. I'm just gonna say I did that to show you guys and pretend that I'm not terrible at dodging. You know, not a big deal. Okay, so if you take a look at the day right next to the time, it's almost the 10th, which is the day for the bean tossing festival. So tomorrow we're going to be working on that because it is relatively nice to be able to get some cooking bread, but there's also another purpose for it, which is pretty useful. During festivals, you're able to talk to people twice. I mean, you can talk to them as many times as you want to, but only the first initial conversation with someone will raise their friendship value with you. But if you talk to someone before the festival and afterwards, it counts as a double proc for friendship values, which is a really good thing to do. So keep that in mind whenever festivals are coming up. I got really lucky on some of these spawns and got a lot of stone. I'm going to be needing it if I want to build monster barns, so even though I need these, keep in mind that I'm also looking for level 10s, which is why I'm pocketing them instead of just chucking them into the resource bin. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I got. I actually do have a level 10 medicinal herb, so I need to separate that so I don't forget. As far as the resources are concerned, 1 level 10 material stone. And that's it. So I have 2 level 10s right now, which at bare minimum I'm going to need somewhere around 14. So I really need to keep an eye out. Oh, that is a shame. A level 10 iron ore would have been perfect. There are some items that you really want to be level 10 because if you get a level 10 item that's a base component of a crafting or forging item, then it helps you out tremendously. But let's go ahead and throw all this crap into the bin. Whenever you throw a resource into the resource bin, you can see the numbers of whatever resources you have below your money at the top right. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. I have about 75 in both, which I don't remember exactly how much I need to get a monster barn, but I believe it was 50 for both, or maybe it was 25 and 50 in another. But yeah, you need to, out of everything you could get early, go for monster barns. I would say you can upgrade your farm, but you don't really need to do that until you run out of barn room, because there's multiple fields out in the world. There's a summer field, spring field, winter field, and a fall field. So there's no real need for you to upgrade your farm right away. Only do it for capacity's sake. But yeah, you want to be focusing your time and energy to making barns because you absolutely need the resources that those things give you. So normally I would say go ahead and get ready to start the festivities. But if you notice my RP, it's actually pretty low. So in order to rectify that, I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to say right now, this is a bit of spoilers, so if you don't want to find that out, go ahead and skip forward a little bit. After you beat Ambrosia, you notice that there's a search bar right here, which is weird, and Les says there's a path down there. This is actually a late Arc 1 area that you shouldn't be in yet, and you absolutely will die if you advance past this point. Which I never will until I'm at the appropriate spot. The only reason I'm here is for these. These respawn every single day, and they'll help you with RP, so keep that in mind whenever you're running low. Normally I would go to the inn to fix this issue, but since today's a festival, I don't expect them to be in the inn at all. Also, there's about 3,400 gold in there. It's pretty unlikely that I'll get emeralds from these to begin with, but there's at least a small chance, so it's worth trying. Ha! I got it. Okay, now I'm gonna escape spell and go back. Emeralds are actually pretty valuable. They're almost 700 gold. So picking them up daily and selling them is pretty profitable for you. Let me just... Oh my god, that was so close to being a level 10 emerald. When it comes to precious resources like emeralds and gold and platinum, getting those at level 10 is like a treat. You absolutely want to save those. And I don't mean just for this forging thing I'm going to be doing later. You want to save those for way later. That's stuff that you want to save for like endgame gear. But I digress. Okay, for once the shopkeepers are actually inside their shop, so I'm going to take this time to restock my farm. Because I actually need quite a few moondrops, so I'm going to buy 6 of them. 2 of these, and 2 of these. The reason that you want to buy 2 is 1 for selling, and 1 for culling, so you get a higher level seed. Then, I would say that you could just sell the bag immediately. Oh, right. Whenever you sell a higher level seed bag, the seeds in the shop become a higher level. So if you just start off with level 1 seed bags and then you sell a level 3 seed bag, when you go back to the shop, all the seed bags from that store will be level 3. Alrighty, we should be good on everything. So, before I start the event, like I said, make sure to talk to everybody. That way, whenever the event is finished, you're able to talk to them again for more friendship points. Actually, let me just see if I can get the point across. Let's say Vishnal. Vishnal is about to level up in his friendship. I need everybody to be level 3 so I can do an Eliza quest. So I'm going to be talking to everybody off screen every day. Unless they have something I want to point out, which... The first thing I want to point out is that villagers can warn you about, like, weather. So you want to keep that in mind. I'm hoping not to see that message for a while, but I know I'll at least see it once in the spring, so I'm not looking forward to that. So, remember in the last episode how I said that Bado's favorite thing is scrap metal? I'm actually going to give him one right now, but before I do, let me just see. Yeah, he's about to level up too, so I'm going to give him this. I'm going to talk to him. And now let's see what his friendship value is at. Yeah, it's almost... It went from almost a level up to almost halfway to the next level up. So keep in mind that during festivals, or during any day in general, talking and gifting a villager their favorite material is a very good way to get their friendships up very quickly. Okay, so usually I reset whenever I fail a competition because the resources are, well, in the early game they're really good to have. The worst thing I could get from this is a levelizer. And I shouldn't have to say why, but levelizers specifically raise your level. And whenever you can't gain experience, they do nothing. You eat them, and nothing happens. I tried exploiting the game. I thought that maybe if you gave a levelizer to a villager, even in the level 1 hard mode runs, that you would be able to level them up, but that is sadly not the case. So I'm going to participate, no resets, and let's just see what happens. I can't remember what the brown beans were. Oh, those are good. I just dodged a bad one. I mean, I just dodged a good one. I need to start dodging into them. No! Quit throwing boogers at me! I don't think I'm winning this one. But let's see. Yes! Man, I just barely won. Did you see the point totals? Whew, it's a real nail biter, that one. Alright, let's see what I got. Alright, the protein. This is just a strength boost. I don't remember if it's 1 or if it's like 3, but it's not a very high number. But yeah, it's just 1. But I'll take every single point I can get in this run. I should be able to eat all of these cooking breads, but I won't be able to do the next step. Listen, you didn't see anything, alright? You didn't... I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. This game is dumb. I'm smart, boy. Alright, but now if you notice, everybody's text bubble's yellow again, which means I could talk to them again. So I'm just going to go ahead and do all that. So if you talk to Porcaline, he'll actually give you a cooking table for free if you ask for a cooking tool. But for everything else, you're going to need the resources and the money to buy it. You're also going to need to get a cooking license, which I don't think I can actually do just yet, but yeah, I can't do it right now. Oh, wait, never mind, it's right here. So let's go ahead and try this quiz. We all know that I am a smart boy. If your cooking skill is lower than the dish, you need more RP. If you succeed in making difficult dishes, you will gain more experience. I did it. I am the best. Now, I could do this right now, but I'm not going to, specifically because I want to be able to afford a second monster barn right away. Because if memory serves me correctly, whenever you get the Eliza request to build a monster barn, you get the resources for it for free. So I'm not going to be doing anything until I get that second monster barn ready. I'm sorry, that wasn't very nice. So now that we've finished doing the festival, talking to everybody twice. Oh, right, I forgot to talk to Ventus well. I know this is going to sound mean, but I forgot the dragon was a person. After you defeat a boss for the first time, they start respawning every day. Once you kill them, they go away until the next day. They don't respawn like normal monsters would. But there is a thing that we can exploit after killing the boss monsters. So what we're going to want to do is once we kill her, if we're lucky, an item will drop. Or at the very least, if an item doesn't drop, they give you a decent amount of prince points. Alright, ready? Once this boss is defeated and you see an item pop, or not, or the screen starts coming back to you, press R to escape. Go back. And look at that. The monster respawned. That is not supposed to happen. That is an exploit. You can do this to... Well, I guess I'm sleeping. You can do this to get a bunch of monster items, which most of them are pretty useful. Ambrosia's Thorns I would consider to be okay. It's not great, but it's not that bad. One of the worst boss monster items that you can get, I would probably consider the apple. Not the mealy apple, just a regular dang old apple. And you get it from a giant tree. I don't remember what the name is. It's probably a trend or something like that, but... Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh, 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 oh. How much HP do I have? Oh my god, 2 HP. Not even close. Not even close. Okay, die please. Thank you. So, Keel over here is a boss monster enthusiast. If you give him one of these, he'll tell you exactly what it is and say that they're hard to find or rare. And these are actually his favorite items. Not the thorn specifically, just all boss monster items. So if you're looking for a way to get his friendship level up fast, that's a good way to do it. He gave me toy herb seeds. That's a pretty crappy reward. Oh, never mind. He actually gave me a higher level seed, so I can sell these to the shop. I mean, I could ship these, and now the shop will sell level 3 seeds. So right now I'm waiting for the clinic to open. So I thought, hey, why not show you guys how to exploit fishing? There's a fishing skill in this game, and when you raise it, you get maximum RP and intelligence. It also decreases the RP needed to catch fish. So, what you do is you throw your line in, and then you throw it out. That is literally all you have to do. You can keep doing this, and you'll gain skill points for it. But it eats away at your RP very quickly. So only do this if you really want to grind the skill. You want to be looking around for ores that you can mine. Iron ores, believe it or not, are actually something that you need a lot of. Even though they're a basic crap material, they're something that's required in a lot of recipes. So don't just ignore the ones that you see. Try and collect as many as you can find. So these are woolies. Woolies are your basic sheep animal. You shear them, they give you wool. How you get shears is by one of two ways. You can either buy them from Bado's shop, or you can actually get them from wild woolies. They have a chance to drop shears. These are actually good to find, not just because you can get wool from your woolies, but because they also sell for a pretty decent amount. I believe it was over 200 if I remember correctly. And it's not just woolies that you have in your barn that you can shear wild woolies with shears too. So much like Porcaline, Jones will actually sell you a chemistry set. You can use the chemistry set to make a bunch of potions or fertilizer or actually even stat increasing items, but that's not going to happen for a long time. Actually, it probably won't even happen in this series. You need to be near level 99 in order to start making stat increasing items, but there is actually one really good use for the chemistry set, and believe it or not, it's to grind a skill. Not the chemistry skill, it's to grind something else, which I'm going to show you. Actually, I might be able to show you this episode. Let's just go ahead and see it. Oh my god. So, I just did an Eliza quest to deliver medicinal herbs to Chlorica, and she gave me a full stack of level 10 weeds. That is so good. But anyway, speaking of seeds and levels, yesterday I sold a level 3 toy herb seed. You may notice it's still level 1. That's because I didn't do an Eliza quest yet. There's a quest that explains the seed leveling system, and it will not let you sell higher level seeds and get higher level seeds from the store until this is completed. So if you get higher level seeds like I did, don't sell them until you finish that mission. Since I'm going to be waiting for this mission anyway, I'm going to go ahead and plant this toy herb seed, because I believe the cheap sickle can get you as far as level 4. It's either level 4 or level 3, but in either case I'm not really losing anything. The typhoon event's not going to happen for a while, so I should be safe. Let's see, let's get a chemistry set. In order to buy tools like chemistry sets and cooking utensils and forges and crafting benches, you need to have materials as well as gold. So always be looking for materials to process. There's places later in the game that have like stone laid out and wood laid out. You always want to go to those. Do not find yourself running out of materials. You will regret it. Now, you may think this is a waste of resources and money at the time, but I beg to differ. Remember how I said there's a more easy and convenient method of leveling up your resistances? Well, here it is. I'm gonna mix some medicine. You know, I think bamboo sprout makes for a pretty good medicine. What do you guys think? So I'm gonna go ahead and make this, skip it, and crap, I fail. This is Object X. Its status ailments that it gives you is poison, seal, paralysis, sleep, fatigue, and sick. It gives you all of these at once. If you ingest this before you go to sleep, you will wake up the next day and all of those stats will be raised. It's pretty amazing. So if you make a bunch of those and take it before you go to sleep and wake up the next day, your status ailments will be gone and your stats will be higher. Now, you may be wondering why exactly I'm saving these regular rocks. Now, I could be processing these into materials, which I will need. But if you also give them to an animal, it will raise their stats. There's actually an NPC villager that says if you give an animal a rock a day, then he will actually turn out really strong. I will be demonstrating this throughout the series. Now, since I have downtime, you may have noticed that I've been doing this for a while, but I'm taking the Eliza requests that don't specifically progress her. These are just natural little quests that you get every single day, and they vary from collecting herbs and delivering them, catching materials and shipping them, or killing monsters. I just took the woolly killing one, since I can't do anything else at the moment. Alright, let's see what I get. Oh. I just got a weapon skill. Ooh. I just got a really high leveled power skill. See, this is why you want to do those side quests whenever possible. Not only do you have a chance to get higher level material than that you could possibly get anytime soon out in the wild. You can also get random things like higher level skills or skills that you have absolutely no business having at that point in the game. Now, when it comes to weapon skills, you actually cannot raise the level of these skills naturally. You have to find them at a higher level in order for you to make use of them. Magic is different. There's an NPC later on that if you give him certain materials or money, he will upgrade your magic. So, me finding this, very good. I'm going to be showing you guys what the difference between a level 1 power wave and a level 7 power wave is whenever I get power wave. But let's just go ahead and use it on this Wooly. Oh, oh my god. Huh. I think the game just got really easy. And now let me just contrast what a normal damage is. One auto. What? Please let me hit you. 28 damage. Power wave. 800. This hasn't happened to me. This luck is nice. Alright. Now for the ultimate fun. How quickly... I have no words. This is amazing. So, I might legitimately not use this until a little bit later because that is just stupid. I kind of want there to be a challenge, so let me know if you actually want me to use this against the lightning boss that's coming up. Because if I do, I guarantee you I will beat it in my first try. So, like I said, Object X. Take it. And go to bed. Next day, let's go ahead and take a look at our skills. I probably should have done this before I did all that, but whatever. Resist cold, resist fatigue, resist sleep, resist paralysis, resist seals, resist poisons. They're all one level higher. That is nice. Just do this every single day, every day, and it'll help you out tremendously in the long run. So just to give you an idea of how absurd Power Wave level 7's damage is, this is that late game Arc 1 area I was talking about. Those enemies inside can one-shot me, but I two-shot them. I could go through this entire area and collect all of the resources, but I'm not going to. I am very tempted, when I get a monster barn, to come in here and get some bees, but that's about as far as I'm willing to go with it until I get here naturally. But, yeah. Why do you always want 9 herbs, Jones? Can you, like, just want 1? Please? You're hurting my inventory. Better give me something good. Are they level 10 at least? Jones, you are scum. They could have been level 1 and I would have been happy, but you made them level 9. 1 level off of the level I actually wanted them to be. You are horrible. Okay, we can now build a monster barn. So we're going to do this quest. It's going to give us an explanation, and whenever we walk up to this order thing, go to developments, build a monster barn. And there we go. Arthur gave us the materials as soon as we accepted a request, so it's no big deal. We'll just stick with the default name. If you guys want to name the building too, I don't mind. Just let me know in the next episode. So while I was harvesting my crops, I wanted to show you guys something. Whenever you harvest a crop, or a flower, or whatever you're growing, there's a chance it spawns a Rune. These Runes up here will give you a random stat, and these ones down here will increase your skill experience. So let's go ahead and take stock of what I have right now. There is no way I'm going to be able to remember all those numbers on the right, so I'm just going to try and remember the last ones and go from there. 850387 Now I'm going to take... I took the wrong one. Okay, well, let's take this one. 1. I don't even have to do that much thinking because it was attack. I gained 1 point in attack stat. So farming, even if you do not like farming and just want to stick to the combat of the game, farming has its purposes. It will increase your stats. That is very good. So today is the fishing festival, so I'm going to try and get through this quickly after I take a look at these and see if there's anything I want to do. These two are easy enough. I'll just go ahead and do them really quick. I can. Oh, thank you very much. Oh my god. I just like imagining that I gave him some valuable medicinal herbs that I'm sure plenty of people would have loved, and he just chucked a soda can at me in thanks. So now that we have access to the lower portion of the map, there's a few things that I want to show you guys. Specifically, what monsters I plan on taming from around here. The first, and probably the most obvious, is Cluckadoos. Like I said, I'm going to be taming 4 Buffamoos, but these things are immediately what I'm going to be taming next. However, I'm only going to be taming 2 of them. Milk is more necessary than eggs for me. I'll be explaining why as I'm harvesting them and working on cooking. The next monster I plan on taming after Buffamoos and Cluckadoos are actually these things. They attack at a pretty wide area, and if they're a decent level, they'll actually do a pretty good chunk of damage as well as inflict status ailments. Now we're going to be talking about this place. This is Cluck Cluck Nest. I'm going to save it in case anything bad happens because I'm pretty sure I have a decent amount of money on me right now. And I do not want to incur the wrath of Jones. This place is a good place to go if you have monsters, specifically because of one area. This Cluckadoo is resting, so that's nice. I'll just collect this fodder for free. This area to the right. A secret path reveals this. A bunch of fodder that you can just pick up for free. You could plant fodder and level that up to level 10 if you wanted to, but there's really no point in... Whew. I didn't mean to throw that at him, and I thought... There's nothing more embarrassing than getting killed by a Cluckadoo. But anyway, as I was so rudely interrupted by the chicken, you can go into there every single day and get around 10 to 11 pieces of fodder for free. You only have 4 animals in your barn, and each small animal only takes up to 1 piece of fodder. So, you can go in there every day and get a profit of around 7 to 8 pieces of fodder. I'm pretty sure I mathed that wrong, but you get the gist. Keep going in there and you'll never have to buy fodder again. Since I'm over here, I might as well show you guys this. If you run over to this spring and you throw any random thing in it, ouch. It is a fairy. Specifically, a red fairy. And she's kind of mad that you threw something into her lake, so she threw something back at you. The summer headdress. Now, on its own, it's okay, 5 resistance. But there's 3 others besides this one, as you can expect. It's the, let's see, what was this one called? The summer headdress? There's a spring headdress, the fall headdress, and the summer headdress. Wait, no, winter headdress. So spring, summer, winter, autumn, and if you craft them all together, you'll make a really good piece of headgear that gives you resistance in all of them. But, for the most part, what we're going to be making is a bit better, so I don't really want it. I just figured I'd show it off in case you did. The next thing we're going to be catching is this, a chipsqueak. Why we're going to be taking it? Because it gives us fur. and I'm wanting fur very badly. And the last thing we're going to be capturing is, let's see if one spawned here. No. Yeah. The beetle. The beetle actually gives us, I don't remember what exactly it's called, maybe an insect horn, but it's a stick stem ingredient, and we sorely need those for something later. If any of those sounded good to you, like you want to be named after the furry... No, not the furry. Oh, right, woolies. I plan on taming woolies eventually, but they're not really high on the priority list. If you want to be named after a chipsqueak or a buffamoo or a cluckadoo or a beetle or the mushroom thing, which his name escapes me right now, or a monster in the future which you probably will guess I'm going to be capturing, then go ahead and tell me what it is and what you want it to be named. And I'll go ahead and name it. But that is where I'm going to end the episode today. In the next episode, we're going to be tackling the water ruins, befriending some animals, and I'm going to be showing you a thing or two that you might not have thought about with monsters. So, please stop. Sorry. Anyway. So, as always, until next time, see you later.